Hey everybody, it's Mike coming to you from Vaught RV. Hey, if you want to get to the top of the line, literally, on the J-Feather Micro line of trailers, this is it. It's a 199 Murphy bed floor plan. It's the largest J-Feather Micro that Jayco makes. It's got a slide out, it's got a Murphy bed, it's got a lot of other neat features that I can't wait to show you. It's my personal favorite J-Feather Micro because of all the elbow room and some other neat features. Before I jump down and finish the tour, let me point out up here, there's a solar panel up here, 190 watts of solar. There's also a Winegard 360 antenna, which will be a high-def TV antenna and allow you to do a Wi-Fi hotspot should you choose. There's also a luggage rack up here, so you can store extra luggage up on top here and move the ladder around to make easy access for that luggage rack. Let me jump down and we'll continue our tour, all right? We are in front of a 199 J-Feather Micro. We're about 23 feet long, 4,800 pounds, so this isn't a huge guy at all. You can pull it with any half-ton truck, probably a large SUV. Lots to show on the inside and out, but we'll start on the outside. Up here we have a nice amount of pass-through storage, and you'll notice this unit comes with a griddle. So this is your griddle platform, or a griddle shelf, Jayco calls it. It pops into what Jayco calls the J-port, which I'll show you in a minute. Comes with the griddle itself. Notice we have pass-through storage, lighted all the way through to the other side. I have household current out here, and I can turn these lights on so that up in front brings on these nice courtesy lights. Now, there's a few signature items about the Feather Micros that are going to be true through all of them. I've got a couple 199s, I've got a 171 there and a 166 on the end. They're all going to have these Nerf bars or brush guards. They are not a step, as Jayco has clearly pointed out to me right here. But what they do is protect this unit from scrub oak, brush, stuff like that if you're dragging this thing off grid, and I hope you are, because it's designed to be taken off the beaten path a little bit. Notice it's lifted. It's 3 inches higher than a standard travel trailer. It has off-road tires. Those are off-road Wrangler tires. And notice it's got a much wider stance than a typical J-Flight. And it's got steel wheel wells, so you're not slinging mud up on the side of it. Have electric tongue jack up here, so this makes hooking and unhooking a breeze. If you ever had a problem with this, you can pop this grommet out, put your crank in there, and you can still operate this manually should you need to. 2 propane bottles up here that switch over automatically when one of them is empty. We can put 2 Group 24 batteries. It comes standard with 1. If you wanted to put 2 in parallel to extend the amount of time you can stay off grid without an additional charge, you can do that. So like that feature. Opposite side of our pass-through storage on this side have magnet catches all the way around. Again, all the way through to the other side. So you'll see 2 cranks in just about every trailer. One of them is going to be to zip down your stabilizing jacks. You can either use this, or if you want to be lazy like me and get an inexpensive drill with a 3/4 inch driver, you can zip this down in no time flat. But you have this if you need it. The other one is to crank down the jack in the event that you needed it. You have a battery disconnect here, so if you're going to store this unit for an extended period of time, turn that off and you're going to save your battery. Have a light in there as well. Now, anytime you can get a bonus storage area, it's a good thing, and you get one in this model of the Micro. Pop this up here, and I have this perfect place to put, I don't know, fishing pole, extra bag chairs, camping supplies, charcoal, you name it. This is neat to have that extra space instead of just the pass-through storage area, which is normally all you get in a small trailer. Now, we have an outdoor shower, both hot and cold, so if you're coming back from that long hike, got mud on your boots and your legs, your dog's a mess, your spouse is a mess, you can hose everybody off out here before you go inside the trailer. We have a black tank flush above here to help keep your black tank clean, and your main city water connection. If you have water at your campsite, and you usually will, hook it up here and now you'll have water plumbed throughout. If not, you're going to fill the potable water fill on the other side, which I'll show you in a sec. Down here is our holding tank valves. Gray is for your gray tank, black is for your black tank. Gray is your shower water and your sink water, black is for your toilet water. They both terminate into this single connection here. You're going to put your sewer hose on here and connect it to the sewer outlet at your campsite if you have it. Good opportunity to talk about what levels of campsites there are. If you see a campground that says full hookups means electric, water, and sewer at your campsite. If you see partial hookups, that usually means that there's only electric or electric and water perhaps, but no sewer at your campsite. In that scenario, you're going to leave these valves closed, and then you're going to wait until they fill up. Then you're going to have to take the trailer and dump it, or get a caddy and empty it into it and go empty that there. I do a whole separate series of videos here on our YouTube channel called RV Quick Tips with Mike, where I talk about emptying your holding tanks, leveling, and some of the other basics of setting up your unit. So if you're new to RVing, you might benefit from checking those out. Now, if you have cable at your campsite, and many do, hook it up right there. Then you're going to have cable on the patio side as well as the inside of the coach. Detachable 30 amp power cord. Now this is neat with all the micros. You have your diamond plating, not just in the front, but also in the back to protect this from, you know, rock chips and so on. This is also unique. There's this ladder. You pull these pins out, and then I can simply release it, move the ladder around to the other side, and then access that storage rack up there for extra luggage, kayak, what have you, up on top. That's nice. I also like that the way these rungs are spaced, they're not blocking that rear camera. It's prepped for a rear camera, doesn't have one now, but it's plug and play. So if you wanted to add a camera, you can do it, and it's positioned so that the view will shoot right through those top two rungs. Keep an eye on things in the back of the trailer as you're going down the road. This is neat that Jayco's now adding a sewer hose storage compartment right here. So nice place to store the sewer hose if you need it. So we have our water heater. This is a gas or electric water heater, 6 gallons. And then this is that J-port I was telling you about. This is where the griddle platform would go into, and then you can attach your propane right here with this propane quick connect. Real handy to have that. Speaking of cooking outside, we have our little drink refrigerator here, utensil drawer, lights, power, and USB power too, all in this area. So once I put in my griddle right there, I have drinks, utensils, neat little cooking assembly here. It's the back of your refrigerator, and again, we can put our TV out here, fill up the potable water if you're going off grid for a period of time, your cable and your power. So again, we can watch TV out here as well. Little blue light here that will light up under the steps. These steps fold inside for travel just like this. Pull them down to deploy them and adjust the legs depending on what the terrain is that you're on. Let's go in and have a peek on the inside. All right, now we're on the inside of this Jayfeather Micro 199 MBS. This is a Murphy bed floor plan. It's significant for a couple reasons. Not only does it have a Murphy bed, which really opens up the living space during the day, it has the largest slide of all the micros, and it has the biggest bunks of all the micros. These bunk beds in the back are double bunks. They're large enough for a couple to sleep in, 2 kids, couple adults. Those are 600-pound weight capacity, both the top and the bottom, so grown-ups can sleep in there safely. But this is the magic with this unit. Larger slide out and a large dinette, which does convert into a bed, and also this Murphy bed. Sometimes Murphy beds can be pretty cumbersome to set up. This one isn't. One thing you want to do is make sure that the TV is out of the way, because see, this pulls out and tilts for various areas of viewing in here. So you want to make sure you push this out of the way. Now, it's important to note that this is actually a 12-volt radio and a 12-volt television. So this is running off your batteries. Even if you're out in the sticks somewhere, you can still have television programming. First thing we want to do is make sure we have the TV out of the way before we deploy the Murphy bed. Just take the back of the seat cushion, actually the back of your sofa cushion, and lay it down flat. Pull this pin here and drop the bed platform, and then pull your mattress down like so. We're leaving the plastic on until you take delivery. It's just that easy, and what's neat about this is you can leave the bed fully made up with blankets, pillows, and everything. Toss your pillows back into that area and fold it up during the day, so you don't have to really make up the bed every night. Just drop it down like I just did. It's neat that it also reveals these little storage shelves up there, so you can put a bottle of water, some reading material, and what have you at night. So again, simply just lift it up. Again, imagine this is all made up. My pillows are in there. I've got my blankets on. Simply just take this pin and latch it right there. Put this seat cushion up, and now we have a sofa by day. Here's something else I love, that in this small little trailer, there's still a little table right here. So this is actually an outdoor table slot. You always need an extra table outside. You have a perfect place to store it right here. It's out of the way, and you always have it easily accessible. And you still have 2 drawers under here for, you know, socks, little items like that. So I really like that. We have USB ports on either side of the sofa here, as well as household current. And of course, a pretty abundant amount of storage up top behind these smoked glass inserts. So a short little unit like this, you know, we're 23 feet and change long, a pretty reasonable amount of storage for a small trailer. Moving over to here, this is a big dinette. This will drop down to make yet another sleeping surface. And if you want to sleep an army, you can. 2, 4, 5, 6 to 8 people, actually, if you wanted to have that many in here. Just to say that there's options for additional sleeping surfaces. Nice little galley area here. We have an undermount sink with this one-piece molded countertop material. So it's a residential style application of an undermount sink. And this neat backsplash material. I'm in love with this. I hope you guys like it. Let me know what you think. It looks like real tile now, doesn't it? Turn that light on. It's not. It's actually smooth, but it looks like real tile because of the 3D imprinting on it. It looks like it's actually 3-dimensional. Let me know what you think about it. I'd love to know what you think about this unit in general anyway. We love comments. If you've got questions about this unit, heck, you can ask me about something about a fifth wheel, and I'll do my best to answer it. Brian, our great cameraman behind the camera, does a good job of keeping an eye on questions that pop up, and I do too. I'll do my best to answer questions that you have. So drop a link, drop a comment in the area below. If you'd like to take a second and click like and subscribe, I would thank you for that. We work hard to bring you these videos. That way you'll be the first to know the next time we post another video, just like this one. Now, as is always the case with Jayco, all the cabinets are solid maple. They're not particle board with tape on them. These are solid maple doors and drawer fronts. So I like that. And everything's screwed together, not stapled together. A lot stronger construction. And we have a little storage area underneath the sink here. 2 drawers underneath the cooktop. Now, we don't have an oven in this per se, not a traditional oven. I have a convection microwave up here. So still have all the packing in here, and we'll leave that until you take delivery. But this is a 3-burner cooktop, propane cooktop, of course, that's backlit controls. And then we have a vented range hood, just like home. So this is venting the smells and the heat outside of the coach. It's a 12-volt refrigerator. Again, because we have solar up there, that will extend the amount of time we can utilize this off-grid. I'm a huge fan of these 12-volt refrigerators because they're compressor fridges. They're not as sensitive to being absolutely perfectly level to work well. But most importantly, they're bigger, and also, even if you're reaching in there for a beverage frequently and it's super hot outside, it's going to stay at temperature. A traditional RV fridge, you better turn it on the night before to get it down to temperature. With these, turn it on and 2 hours later, you're making ice cubes in there. So I like that. More storage underneath the refrigerator unit. Now this is pretty special. We have double bunks in here, and on this bottom bunk, it's actually hinged, so I can pop this up and then put bikes or other tall or long items in here for the trip. This will actually stay up there if I want to stay, but I can just drop this down. And then this is man, if you have a family pet, this is the perfect place for them, right? Put the cat cage or the dog crate in there. If you got little kids, I bet they're going to want to play in there. That's pretty cool. We have a light in here and a light up here as well. Again, 300-pound capacity and a nice soft mattress as well. Now behind me, well, I'll talk about this before I go in the bathroom. This is the solar charge controller. So we have one 190-watt panel up on the roof, and you can put up to 2 more panels, 3 total, if you want to expand your solar array up top. But right now, it's a little bit grumpy. It's trying to charge a battery that's not there right now. But think of this as a trickle charger for your batteries, right? So once those batteries start getting discharged, if you don't have another source of power, like shore power at the campground or your truck, then that's where this guy steps into action and keeps your batteries charged. When you're going down the road, you're charging your battery on the trailer. When you're plugged up to shore power, you're charging your battery. If you have none of those, this one's doing its thing. Thermostat right here to control your furnace. You're going to control your air conditioner on the rooftop. Pretty sizable bathroom for a small 23-foot trailer. I'm 6 feet tall. I have plenty of room in here to get done what I need to. Shower enclosure right here. So again, I'm 6 feet tall, plenty of room in here. I got plenty of leg room, a little bit of storage under the sink, and there is a little medicine cabinet up here too for, you know, hairspray, hairbrushes, all the things that you need to do to keep your hair looking great. I don't need those, some people do. Just kidding. Toothbrushes also, what have you. So anyway, got a little storage up here for linens, washcloths, hang a bathrobe or a jacket or your hat right here. Nice. So again, we're in the Jayco Micro. This is the largest of the micros at 23 feet. Has the biggest slide. It's the one unit with a Murphy bed, and as we've shown you, with that Murphy bed up and in the sofa position, and there's a lot of elbow room in here, so you don't get claustrophobic if it's a couple. Maybe it's you and your wife and her sister or whatever. There's plenty of room with a couple and 2 kids. You're not on top of each other. So I'm a big fan of this. If you'd like to come out and have a look in person, give us a call. We'll get you hooked up with one of our great sales guys. If you want to make sure that your car, SUV, truck, what have you, will pull this safely, give us a call or come see us. We'll look up your specific automobile, make sure it can safely tow it. Again, my name is Mike here at Vaught RV. I appreciate you joining me. I'll look forward to seeing you next time. Howdy everybody, thanks for joining me today. I hope you learned a thing or two from what I had to say. If you did and feel like it, then click subscribe below. And when I post a video, you'll be the first to know. See you next time.